General treatment product, video training, EWN pumps, installation. Okay, so the installation on pretty much all of these small metering pumps, kind of like this, you would typically want to have your suction 5 to 8 feet at most, depending on chemical. Heavier chemicals, you wouldn't want to go as far. Like sulfuric, it's twice as heavy as water. Obviously, it's not going to do twice as much. And chlorines and things like that. The suction lift on chlorine really should have it flooded suction, because you're always going to get outgassing in there inside the line, and typically it'll bind up the pump unless you put on a degassing valve. And the degassing valve, what it does, it helps burp the air out of it this way, and this also returns back to the tank. So it kind of helps alleviate some of that. But if it's in flooded suction, I'm not going to have that much problems with it. So depending on the chemical, that should be your normal things. And your discharge, I would say 10 to 15 foot is a pretty standard without losing a bunch of output. Watch your distances, don't reduce your tubing sizes, and if you go more than 15 feet, there are things to help you, like a pulsation dampener. And what it does, really, the pulsation dampener on top of the pump changes the discharge point. The pump pumps into the dampener pushes it, 15, 20 feet. It doesn't really, it's not really there to take care of the dampen, it's really to help push it, because you can charge a pulsation dampener with as much pressure as you want. That way the pump only pumps into there, and then that pushes it slowly. I remember that when a pump operates, very short, very crisp outputs, suction, and then of course the ups or discharges. Okay, so all of this happens 360 times a minute, which is more than 3 a second. So it happens very, very quickly. If you're trying to draw it more than 8 foot very quickly like that, turn this thing down 80% or so of the output, you'll get better distances out of these things. But if you need 100% of the output, you want to consider doing flooded suction and pulsation dampener on the discharge. It'll help you meter quite a bit better. Okay, that's pretty much the installation on it. You really don't want to have it that it's too accessible to people. You really want to make sure that you lock it down. You don't want to have it outdoors. That's where you may want to put in a polycube. That way you can also lock it up. People don't have people working for it. And if this is pumping a very hazardous chemical, polycubes will help safeguard people that are just walking by. You can keep all of the tubings within safety guards and stuff like that, so you can keep everybody safe. Okay.